Hello and welcome back. Today's episode we are going to learn how to use Herd, which is the new Laravel installer, and use it to get to this screen, which is the new default Laravel app page. Now, in the previous episode, we learned how to install Laravel Herd on Windows. It's available for Mac OS as well. Just go to herd.laravel.com. Laravel.com. That is the homepage for Laravel Herd. Okay, now I'll show you what I've installed Laravel Herd in the video in the previous on my computer from the previous video. Now let's see what the interface looks like. It looks something like this. You have Laravel Herd, which runs constantly in the background. I've enabled that. You can disable that if you want to, but you get here on the dashboard. I was doing some troubleshooting. I was doing some playing around with the software before recording this video, so I have a few sites up already. You'll see I have a couple of sites. Okay, now let's look at the interface in general. You don't need to worry about this almost ever. Nginx is your server that serves up the app. PHP 8.3 is what we're using. We can use mail, dumps, and log as well. I guess some of those are pro features. Then this is where the Laravel websites, Laravel projects would be saved by default on my computer. Then I've asked it to start on Windows Startup automatically and automatically update as well. These are the couple of sites that I'm working on. The secured lock, what it does is it enables SSL. So HTTPS that you see is because of the secure lock. That is important if you're doing some e-commerce transactions. In general, it's usually a good idea to have SSL enabled, but I am glad that this Laravel Herd lets you do it on the local instance itself. Then of course we have the versions of PHP. I have 8.3 installed. Versions of Node, I believe I have 27 installed. It's a little slow, I don't know why, maybe it's my computer. I have 21.7 installed, excuse me. I'm not from the future. I don't have 27 installed. 21 is the recent one. Expose or expose token is something that allows you to connect. I don't know what this is. This is some sort of like webhooks, I guess. Expose allows you to share your local site with other internet secure tunnel that even works over VPN. Create a free account and enter your token. Or upgrade to Pro and get fast speedy delivery. I don't know what this is. Shortcuts, I guess, are keyboard shortcuts. Cool. So you can use a Tinkerwell. You can open it in terminal. Open site list is Control-Shift-S. The up arrow is Shift, and on Mac it will be Command Shift. Open dumps, open. Breeze comes with authentication out of the box, so users can sign up and sign in, so register and log in. Laravel Jetstream is similar, but it's geared more towards enterprise, so there are teams involved as well, so users can sign up, join the company's team and sign into that team specifically. So that's the difference between Laravel Breeze and Jetstream. I'm not going to bother with either of those. I'm just going to start a blank Laravel project. Let's call the project name Hello YouTube, and there's a reason why I've used this. You'll know very soon the name for this project. Testing framework is PEST. The target location is the default directory, home directory /herd. Let's go. It's going to take a minute or two. Usually takes like a minute. The first time it took a lot longer. It took like 5 minutes because I think it had to download a bunch of dependencies and stuff, but after that it took about a minute-ish. Still long, but it's super convenient, so I like this. In the meantime, let me give you a view of what this does on the file level. So I'll open terminal. I'm going to cd into herd. So I'm in the root directory already. I'll show you. cd into herd. So the tilde, the wave symbol here, means that I'm in the root directory. cd herd and ls. I have two. Now the third project is being made. Hello YouTube. I'm gonna explorer dot so we can see this on the Windows file system. So this is what it looks like. I have 3 projects. The third one is currently being built, as we can see over here. Creating your project. Hello YouTube. These are the previous 2. So my app and project 2. This looks pretty much like a normal Laravel project. If you've never messed around with it, don't worry about it. It's pretty easy. I'll walk you through this project throughout the course of the series. One thing that I found a little odd was there's no way to delete a website from here. So you can create a website here, you can update it, you can view the list of websites, but you can't delete it from here, which I guess kind of makes sense. Why would you want to do it from here? Maybe some people would prefer that, like me. But what the only way to delete a project from this list is to go here. I'll wait for this to finish so that things are in order. Yeah, it's installing a bunch of dependencies. Yeah, I don't think it needed to download anything right now because I already have a couple of projects created when I was playing around before starting the stream. Now it's just installing all of these packages. It still takes a while, but it's super convenient. There were a couple of errors that popped up during the site creation. I'll get back to this in a bit. The first one which you should know about is SQL state HY000 general error, no such database table. Now that's an error that I believe is caused by because of SQLite, and there's an easy fix for it. Just restart your computer. Just restart. I just restarted my computer and I did nothing else, and the error was fixed. So if you're getting SQLite state HY000, this error, general error 1, no such database table sessions, the first time you're installing Laravel herd, then just restart your computer. It should work exactly as expected in the next attempts of loading your Laravel site. Almost done. PHP unit is the testing framework that we selected. I believe it was, or was it best? Maybe it's a dependency of best. But it's good to know what is happening behind the scenes. You see, Laravel draws a bit of inspiration from Symfony as well, using shared libraries like the HTTP kernel, the mailer. I don't know what polyfills are. How long has it been? It's probably been more than 2 minutes though. It's a little slow. It's very slow. But it's convenient. It's nice. I can't wait to show you the other error that popped up. In the meantime, until it's doing its thing, let's look at the Laravel homepage documentation. Laravel has wonderful documentation covering every aspect of the framework. Whether you are a newcomer or have prior experience with Laravel, we recommend reading the documentation from beginning to end. Wow. Okay, let's do that. We'll do it. We'll do it eventually. I mean, we'll do it as soon as possible. Laracast, love this resource. Thousands of tutorials on Laravel and PHP, JavaScript development, Laravel, PHP, and JavaScript development. Check them out, see for yourself, and massively level up your development skills in the process. Laravel News is a community-driven newsletter, portal and newsletter aggregate of the latest, most important news in Laravel ecosystem, including package releases and tutorials. I should probably sign up. Laravel ecosystem. Laravel's robust library of first-party tools includes and libraries such as Forge, Vapor, Nova, Envoyer, Herd. Herd is what we're using. Nova is an admin dashboard. Vapor, I believe, is for deployment. I don't know what for Forge, I think must be, sounds like it's for creating a new project. It sounds like something like Herd. So there's multiple ways of starting Laravel, which is both a good and a bad thing. It's good because it gives you the option. There's Sail, there's Herd, there's Composer, and there's the Laravel CLI. So Laravel new project name, Composer, install, Composer create Laravel/Laravel app name. So there's multiple ways of doing that. So it's kind of confusing. You don't know which one's the best, or if there is such a thing as the best. If there was one official way to do this, then maybe it'll be more oh cool, it's running migrations as well. Interesting. Maybe it would be simpler for newer users, but that's nice that they have these options. To take your project to the next level, pair them with powerful open source libraries like Cashier, Dusk, Echo Horizon, Sanctum, Telescope, and more. I only know Laravel Cashier, which is the Stripe integration. Not just Stripe, but I think it supports other payment portals as well. So when you want to accept payments for your Laravel app, so for example, a user signs up for a plan and then subscribes every month to your software as a service app, then that's where they would go through Cashier to manage. I mean, you would create a Cashier, you would use Cashier to manage that subscription. I don't know what most of these others are. Dusk, Echo, Horizon, Sanctum, and Telescope, and more. Whew, finally, that took a while and a half, but it's done. Your application was created successfully. Build something amazing. Now I want to show you the arrow. Open in browser. You see this arrow? This site can't be reached because there's a typo in hello%20 youtube.test. That's because I'll close this, because the app name that we just created had a space. So by default, Laravel enters a dash here, but not in the URL. So what you need to do is just delete %20 and enter dash. This should work, and indeed it does. Now this is the Laravel homepage again. We've arrived here. Just for some good measure, I'm gonna enable SSL. You can do that by clicking on secured over here. Wait a second. This will not take that long. I don't know what it's doing in the background. Maybe it's sending a let's encrypt request, or maybe it's just adding this to the list of trusted site on my local SSL certificate, or it's doing some black magic in the background to make it so that this is HTTPS. Not necessary, but good to have. If I just refresh this, it goes to HTTPS. Now it did that on its own because I have settings enabled on my browser, Chrome. Do this in Firefox as well, which says redirect to HTTPS if available, and it was. If it doesn't work for you, just go to HTTP like this. This is what your URL would be. Just type S and you should be good. So that's how you create websites using Laravel Herd, and I'll show you how to delete websites as well. This is project 2. I'll delete this. I'm pressing shift delete on Windows, and it deleted it from here, and it's going to delete it from here as well. Yeah, I don't know why my computer is a little slow today. Maybe streaming is resource hungry. Yeah, delete it, buddy. Refresh. So I press shift and right click to get the advanced menu. It's not working. Yeah, it deleted from here. It should delete from here as well. If I go to general and then sites again, and you can see that it got deleted from here as well. So that's how you create a website on Laravel Herd. A couple of errors, and I'll show you how to solve those. One was SQL state HY000. To solve that, just restart your computer. The other one was hello. If your app has spaces in between, it'll show something like %20. YouTube.us. To fix that, just replace %20 with a dash and you're good. Showed you how to enable HTTPS using Laravel Herd. I also showed you how to see where the websites are. They are in a folder called Herd in your root directory, and you can arrive at that through this. The command line that I showed you, which is fairly easy, or you can just go to your home directory from my computer, PC, etc. This has been an overview of how to use Laravel Herd on Windows. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.